Good morning, friends. It's Miss Tiffany from the Butler Area Public Library, and I am here with another week of Peg plus Cat Math Camp Mondays. I am so glad you're joining me once again for camp. So this week at camp, we are working on addition. And just like in the weeks past, we do have a packet that is available for pickup in the lobby of the library. Or if you can't come and pick it up, I'm going to link a digital copy in the description of this video. So when you get your packet, the first thing you're going to see on the top is once again our caregiver newsletter. And this is just a letter to the grown-ups saying that we are going to be working on addition skills this week. That includes adding two numbers together and knowing the concept of bigger than or smaller than. On our caregiver newsletter, you will see that there are two QR codes. Those are those little black and white patterned squares that you can scan with your phone, and they're going to direct you to some resources. And I would like to show them to you right now. The first QR code is going to direct us to something that we can watch. And this is a video called Add One. So we're just going to watch a second or two. So that is a short video that you can watch. The next QR code is going to direct us to something that we can play.
Hi there, I'm Peg, and this is Cat. The farmer needs someone to watch his 100 chickens while he takes his eggs to market. I really hope he picks me.
So each page of the story is going to read the text to you, but there's a lot going on in the pictures as well. If you take a look at the lower corners on each page, there is an addition problem to tell you what page of the story you're on. So on page 1, it's 0 plus 1 equals page 1. And on page 2, it is 1 plus 1 equals page 2. So this story is not only going to deal with the addition problems, but it's also going to introduce the concept of greater than and less than, or more than and less than. So friends, this week we are talking all about addition. And addition can be something that's a little bit tricky to wrap your brain around, especially when you're little. So Miss Tiffany suggests using physical objects that you can count and then use to add together. So for an example, I have these little foam blocks, and I'm going to show you how you can use these to work on both the addition and the greater than, less than skills. So for addition, you just take two groups of blocks of different numbers. So here we have 2 blocks, and here we have 3 blocks. And we are going to add those two groups together to make a group of 5 blocks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. So you can do that in any combination with whatever objects you are using to count with. When we're talking about greater than or less than skills, sometimes it's helpful to either have 2 different colors of objects or 2 different types of objects so that the children can compare and contrast to really learn what means more or greater than and what means less or less than. So for this example, I'm going to take those same 5 red cubes and I'm going to compare them to these 4 blue cubes. So you can hold them up and take a look, counting each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by counting and looking, you can see that I have more red blocks than I do blue blocks. So that means 5 is greater than or more than 4. And 4 is less than 5. So these are just some examples of how you can use physical items to work on addition skills and to talk about greater than or less than. So now that we've talked about that a little bit, I would like to go over the resources that are included in this week's packet. On the back of the caregiver letter, you're going to see that there is an addition worksheet, working with, again, those chicks that we heard about in the election problem. So because we have physical pictures of chicks on this worksheet, it will be a little bit easier for the kids to count them and add them up to get the total number. The next page of your resource packet includes this little game board. And on the back of the game board, there are some instructions on how to play. So you take two small placeholders like a coin or maybe one of these cubes, something that's smaller than what will fit in your hand, and you toss it onto that page. And then you do it with a second one and you add those two numbers together. So if I took my red and blue blocks and I tossed a red block onto the 1 and a blue block onto the 3, I could add 1 plus 3 to get the answer 4. And you can just keep playing that way as long as you want to. You could even make up your own little challenge between you and a friend, or maybe you and a grown-up, or if you have a sibling at home, maybe you could challenge your sibling to see who can do more math problems by using the Step Up and Play board from Peg Plus Cat. So friends, that's it for Math Camp this week. I'm so excited that you are joining me for Math Camp. Remember, Peg Plus Cat Math Camp Monday is part of our Inquire Within partnership with WQED Education and WQED Pittsburgh, and it's sponsored by the Center for Community Resources. We think you plus us equals awesome. So thank you for helping us make this Math Camp possible. I will see you next week at Math Camp, friends. Bye-bye.